All right, so how do we multiply and divide and add and subtract and keep all of our answers in scientific notation? That's what I want to talk to you about now. Well, it's basically, I think you probably know what you're going to do. Do you remember what you do with the exponents when you multiply? You add them, right. And when you divide, what do you do? Subtract, okay. So basically when you're doing multiplication or division in scientific notation, you're going to do whatever you do to the numbers. Multiply by them or divide by, whatever it tells you to do with the numbers. And then you simply add up the exponents. Let's practice this because it will be a really good way to find your errors in what I just taught you about converting into and out of scientific notation. My guess is you're going to find your same errors popping back up in just a few minutes. You've got to keep the common sense going. You ready? Let's try this. Multiply those two guys together. Oh, and you know what else we can keep in mind here? Scientific notation. I'm sorry. That's what we're doing. Significant figures. Nice of you to join us. What is this? Gifted. Gifted. Mm-hmm. Good thing, what's his name didn't come in here. I would have shot him with that Nerf gun again. All right, pretty easy problem. You do not need a calculator. Put it away. Do you really need a calculator for this? Look up here. What's 2 times 4? 8. 8. Right? And what do I do with the exponents? You add them. So it's 8 to the 9th power, right? I will get that on the test. Is it 8 to the 9th power? No. It's 8 times 10 to the 9th power. Got it? Did we get that one right? Pretty easy. Try that one. Another easy one. Don't need a calculator for this. What do you think the answer to this one is, Madeline? 12 times 10 to the 6th is wrong. Told you to make the same mistakes I was just correcting a second ago. This is one of the first ones. Is that in scientific notation? No. That is the correct answer. 12 times 10 to the 6th is right. But what's the correct answer in scientific notation? Well, got to move this guy over one space, right? That makes it 1.2. And I got to use common sense. What did I do to this guy when I went from 12 to 1.2? What do you think, Ronnie? What did I do? Made him bigger or smaller? Made him smaller. So what will I have to do to him to make him equal? So what will it be? 10 to the 7th. Everybody good? You see that? Something forgot already. There's more of that coming. You'll see. Try that one. This one you will need a calculator for, which you're all supposed to have by now. It is Monday. So that's 2.791 times 10 to the negative 2nd, and 9.4 times 10 to the negative 5th. All right, first of all, the calculator answer. Just tell me what the calculator answer is when you multiply 2.791 times 9.4. What did you get just on your calculator? I'm not going to say it's wrong. But Marvin, what'd you get?
26.235.
I'm sorry, I missed that. What was it?
26.2354.
Okay, did y'all get something like that? Maybe more or less significant. I don't know, depending on your calculator, how big it is, or if that is actually where it rounds off. All right, times 10 to the, what happens to the exponents when you're just doing the exponents again? I know we're going to do something else in a minute, but we have two things left to do. But when I just do the exponents, what happens here? So it'll be -7, right? -5 and -2 is a -7. Okay, good. Now, let's take care of two problems with this. One, significant figures. This guy's got how many significant figures? 2. He has a bunch. So we got to round it to 2. 2 significant figures would be 26 times 10 to the -7th. But I'm still not done. Right? What is he in scientific notation? 2.6 times 10 made him smaller. Got to make him bigger. How do I make a -7 bigger? -6. Exactly. But some people, I see some erasing. Yet again, the same mistakes that we've corrected once, we're correcting again. Okay? All right. Good enough. Let's do division. You know how division is going to go, right? You're going to divide the numbers just like you multiplied the numbers a minute ago, and then you're going to subtract the exponents instead of adding the exponents. Let's try a couple of examples, see how well we do, and we're done. Time-wise, we're doing okay, too. First example. Ready? 8 times 10 to the 4th divided by 2 times 10 to the 6th. Do not need a calculator. Bet everybody gets this one right. I hope everyone gets this one right. 8 divided by 2, 4 minus 6. What are we going to get here? What do you think, Becca?
4 times 10 to the -2.
Are we good? Make sense? 4 times 10 to the -2nd? Okay, good. Last one, and I throw the book at you here. Well, not really. See how well you do here. Last one. Do it one step at a time if you have to. And if anyone dares to write 1/2, I will have to hit you. You can't have a half. If you need a calculator to divide 2 by 4, get one. But I hope you don't. Everybody write your answer down. Let's see how well we did. It's your last one, so see how well we did. You have to erase, big deal. Okay? I bet I got several answers here. But let's just call it. See what you got. Let's call some people. What do you got? Emily! Always raising her. What do you think?
I got 5.
5.
Times 10 to the -9th power.
Now, I don't know. I have to kind of look at this one myself and do it step by step. How many people have that for an answer? Oh, well, about a quarter of you, maybe a little less. So that means over half of you don't have that. What are some answers we do have? What are some ones you do have? What do you have?
5 times 10 to the -7.
Okay. Some other ones? Did anybody have 0.5 times 10 to the something? Right, I'm sure somebody. I see nodding heads. Probably 0.5 times 10 to the, let's see, -5 minus 3 to the -8. Probably that, right? Right? I hope. Because that would be at least close. Okay? All right, well, let's see what's right. Which one's right? If I do it, the first thing I do, 2 divided by 4, I do get 0.5. Negative 5 minus 3. Negative 5 minus 3. What am I going to get? Negative 8 times 10 to the negative 8. Now, these two have to be equal. Oh, sorry. Sorry. This has to equal. I got to move him over one space, so that makes him 5 times 10 to the something. These two have to be equal. So do they. All right, so I make him bigger. Y'all agree I made him bigger? From here to here, he was 0.5. Now he's 5. He's 10-fold bigger. So what do I have to do to the negative 8? Make him what? Smaller. How do I make a negative 8 smaller? A negative 9. Remember my number line. Emily is like now cheering, raising her hand. Yes.
I got one right for once.
Yeah. Remember my number line, right? Negative 8 is here. Negative 9 is even smaller. It's even further from 0, going the wrong way. Okay? All right, good enough.
How
Now,
long